It's book haul, y'all. So these are all the books that I purchased. I want to say between March and April. I think it's been a while since I've done a video, and I think you will like all of them. So we're going to open the book bag and see what's inside. So the first set of books I bought from this really cool local curated bookstore in East Nashville, and it is called Novellette. So they had a lot of very interesting books. This one, and what I like about them is they have a lot of BIPOC authors, so fiction, nonfiction, science fiction, fantasy, the whole gamut, but they're all highly curated. They specifically pick out authors with something to say, and I think, well, all authors have something to say, but some voices aren't heard, and they are making sure that those voices are heard. So this one is a YA book. It is called So Let Them Burn by Camila Cole, and this one I bought for my daughter, but it is really, really interesting, the concept, so I thought that maybe I would take a peek at it myself first, and then hand it off to her. So the premise is that Farron Vincent can channel the power of the gods. 5 years ago, she used her divine magic to liberate her island from its enemies, the dragon-riding Langish Empire. But now, at 17, Farron is all powered up with no wars to fight. She's a legend to her people and a nuisance to her neighbors. So I only read a small snippet of the back matter because I hate spoilers. So I never read more than just like the first little paragraph. So that is the first one. And look at that cover. It's just beautiful. Next we have A Forest Darkly by A.J. Slater. And this book is also another fantasy novel. I love fantasy, so I do read lots of fantasy. Let's see what this one says. Deep in the forest lives Mayrab, the witch, quietly battling her demons. One evening, a young woman arrives at her door, pursued by doghounds, who wish to destroy all those practicing magic. And Mayrab's solitary existence is disrupted. And that is where I will stop for the same reason. I also love this cover. Just the illustration of the tree and the red and just the contrast on this is beautiful, mixed with like the neutral forest tone colors. It just feels very inviting to read. This one, as I started reading, that's why I had to go run off and get it, is called Black and Female Essays, and I am not going to attempt to pronounce this name. I apologize. I usually look names up before. My name is so simple, Victoria, but there are people's names deserve to be said the right way. So I'll hold it up so you can see. Now this is a book of essays. It is nonfiction, and this author dives deep into what it means to be a woman, but then also what it means for her to be a Black woman. And I've been reading a lot of different books, Beloved and N.K. Jemisin, which is a sci fantasy novel, but those themes of colorism and those themes of oppression for women in general, but then what it looks like to then also have the added layer of being a minority, a brown person, where you can't just blend in. So these essays are very heartfelt. Some of them are hard to read, but it is lovely. And I do like the cover as well. Very simple, but bold. And I lied. I said 2 places, but there's actually 3 places. I was on ThriftBooks, and I did go ahead and grab a copy of Dean Koontz Elsewhere. I love this book, and I do really enjoy Dean Koontz novels. and I was trying to find my copy, but I couldn't find it. So I went ahead and got a copy. This is the hardcover. The cover is cool. I like the cover. But the story is awesome. I don't know. I will just read, like I did before, the first little snippet paragraph because I don't want to give away any spoilers. Even though certain things kind of happen right at the beginning of the novel, for me, the reveal was part of the joy of reading it, and so I wouldn't want to take that joy away from anybody. The fate of the world is in the hands of a father and daughter in an epic novel of wonder and terror. Since his wife Michelle left 7 years ago, Jeffrey Coltrane has worked to maintain a normal life for himself and his 11-year-old daughter, Amity. It's a quiet life until a local eccentric known as Spooky Ed shows up on their doorstep, and I will leave it there. And I have another book from ThriftBooks. This one, I am very into the series from. I'm like obsessed. I'm not gonna lie. I have like a Google Docs with like my notes on it. It's crazy. But this book was on the desk of one of the main characters next to their bed or their bedstand, and it's called Fall on Your Knees, and it's a saga about a family. And so this is a literary novel. It's not fantasy or anything, but it is a saga about a family, their trials, and it incorporates the nature of where they live, the storminess and the sea and the clouds, and it like blends that into the storytelling of the storms of their life and the trials and tribulations that they go through. So that is another good book for you. Fall on Your Knees. And that is by Anne Marie McDonald. And then this one was a gift from my daughter for me. And it is The Key to Midnight. It's another Dean Koontz novel. I have not read this novel, so I'm looking forward to getting into it. Now, the last book I have, I bought from a very cute store, another local private bookstore. It is called the Raven Book Lounge in Bellevue. It literally just opened. It's a book lounge and cafe. They are getting a liquor license, so you can go in and you can get a glass of wine or a cocktail. They also have splendid mocktails, so good. And you can sit down and read. They have booths. You can bring kids. They have several chess tables set out throughout the facility that the kids can sit down and play chess. They have tables that are out. They have a bar section. It's just lovely. I met the owner, and her story is amazing. Maybe I'll see if she is willing to do an interview on our channel. So I mentioned I was reading Beloved, and my next book in my Toni Morrison era is going to be Sula. So this one, I will just read snippets of it because I also don't like to be spoiled, and I don't want you to be spoiled when it comes to what happens. Sula and Nell are born in the Bottom, a small town at the top of a hill. Sula is wild and daring. She does what she wants, while Nell is well-mannered, a mama's girl with a questioning heart. Growing up, they forge a bond stronger than anything, stronger even than the dark secret they have to bear. Strong enough, it seems, to last a lifetime, until decades later, as the girls become women, Sula's anarchy leads to a betrayal that may be beyond forgiveness. So that is a story I'm very much looking forward to reading. Stories about sisters are very dear to my heart. So I love my sister, and things happen in life that kind of make you drift apart. But if my sister wasn't in my life, I don't know what I would do. So here we are. Check out those bookstores if you are local to Nashville. Novellette in East Nashville and the Raven Book Lounge in Brentwood, which is just south of Nashville. And then if you're not, check them out online, order from them. I always love supporting local bookstores, especially bookstores where inclusivity and diversity are honored. So that's it for today. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. I'm Victoria Camden. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the things. And I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.